So we today I'm going to do part one of what if Chopper was a samurai. So basically how this what if is going to be going is Chopper is basically just going to be a samurai. So we're going to meet Chopper, and Chopper's actually in something like what we see right now. Chopper's still going to have his devil fruit and all of his monster points. You know, all that good stuff. And he's also going to have something very special after the 2-year time skip. Chopper's still going to be a doctor, but with samurai abilities. So let me stop squabbling and let's start off this what if. So we see as we get to Little Garden. No, I think it was after Little Garden. As we get to Chopper, we get to Chopper's arc. I don't know what it was called. Like, I just didn't care. But it was a good arc. Pretty decent arc. As we get to Chopper's arc, we would see as Chopper is, Chopper meets Zoro in the, wait, that would be Little Garden. So the first time Chopper and Zoro meet is at Little Garden, as, Zoro's just doing his thing. I know this is when the Sanji and Zoro rival started, but we're just not gonna have that happen right now. As we can see, as Sanji is like, Zoro's like, huh? As Chopper turns around and has a sword in his hands, as he says, "Hey, you! Stop right there! What are you doing here?" As Zoro's just like, "Well, I'm just trying to, beat that yellowhead. Beat that stupid simpy chef." Well, get out. No, I don't think so. As Zoro then takes out his 3 swords, I see that you might be a swordsman, so let's fight. As Zoro then rushes right over to Chopper. Chopper just puts his sword right in front of him. As he sees Zoro's movement, he then turns as he clashes with Zoro. As they then both jump back. As he then jumps off right at Zoro. As Zoro's like, whoa, he's fast. As he then tries to cut he then slashes right at Zoro. As him and Zoro then clash. Zoro then jumps back as he says, so you're pretty good. We'll take this. As Zoro then says, Onigiri. As Chopper just puts his sword in a stabbing mode as he says, Sakura Barrage. As it's like all we see are leaves and then they're all just sliced in half. As we then see as Zoro's shirt is sliced all over his body, as tiny slices are all over his body. And Chopper then puts his sword back inside of his pouch, and then he then says, "See, you stand no chance against me." As Chopper, he's actually in this uniform and everything. You stupid little. As Zoro then says, 3 worlds, blah blah blah. Trigazolism. As Chopper just says, Buzzwheel. As Chopper spins in a rotation and slams his sword right into Zoro's. As him and Zoro have a brief clash, with the Chopper being sent flying back. Zoro then puts his swords back inside of his pouch as he says, "You stand no chance against me. No. I am a samurai. No, I will be a great samurai. Like the samurai of Wano Kuni." As Chopper then says, "Crescent Moon Slash." As Chopper then slashes right at Zoro. As no, it's actually a full-on slash. Like, post-time skip slash. Yeah, one of those. As then, all of a sudden, Zoro's then sent flying back as he's then sent flying into a tree. He's then sent flying into a tree as he falls right onto the ground. Zoro is now unconscious as Chopper gets some herbs and he feeds them to Zoro. Wait, let me just. Brrr. As Zoro is standing right in front of Chopper. Bombaclot. And when they say the party's over, then do it right back. The shivers wanna dance to the sunlight glass. Then am I the monster, yeah. Sorry. As Zoro, when Zoro wakes back up, Chopper's gone. And Chopper then says, "Whoa, that guy was really strong." As Chopper's nursing back up his own arm, as he says, I wonder. Never mind. As Chopper, meets Grail, and y'all are probably saying, if Chopper's a samurai, why hasn't he just taken out Wapol? I don't know. Plot. So we can skip as Chopper is now with the as the Straw Pirates didn't come to Chopper's island. All that good stuff happens. Zoro, Chopper and Sanji actually fight, as it was a really good fight. And let me just explain something. Chopper doesn't just use a sword. He does use his monster points, and it's kind of hard for him to use his sword and his monster point. In his kung fu point, he uses both his sword and his fists and his feet. It's hooves and his feet. Hooves and his other hooves. Hooves and his sword. Yeah. This is basically not the end of this way, but the end of this section. As Chopper has to fight, serious fights, so we're just gonna skip after the time skip. As we see, as Chopper is just smiling, as we then see behind Chopper multiple rocks sliced. No, piece of the island just sliced in half. As Chopper found a cursed sword named the Koku Blade. As Chopper says Chopper's looking at some animals and says, "Bring it on." As we then skip to when Chopper, meets the crew. Chopper, he's just having a fun time. And yes, Chopper does have armored haki and observation haki, and he also has, let's just skip to Fisherman Island. As Chopper's actually the one who's going to be fighting the 8 sword style guy. Shu, I think that was his name. As Chopper blitzes Shu and then slices Shu right in the chest. As Shu's chest is then, all of Shu's tentacles and arms are then cut right off. As Chopper then says, secret moon technique, blizzard splicer. As the guy then falls, as Shu then falls to the ground, kind of dying, I guess. As a lot of Chopper's techniques are moon techniques, moon, wind, and water techniques. Wait, no, not water, but okay, how do I explain this? Moon, wind, some of them are fine. It's really hard to explain, but if I were to rank Chopper on strength, I'd probably say Chopper's on par with a Chopper is on par with. Chopper is stronger than Brook at full power. In samurai form, he's as strong as Brook, but Chopper Chopper's like as strong as somebody in Wano, like one one of the olden scabbards. I'd probably say Denjiro, but that's a little bit too. Ooh. As no, we're actually gonna be doing this. Chopper sword grows with him, so I know y'all are probably like, bruh, are you serious? Like, bruh, are you mad, bruh? Why? Why? But we already know Chopper has some magical stuff going on with his clothes growing, so it's only right I made his armor and his sword grow. As we can see, as oh, and Chakra does have a lot of dragon techniques too, but they're mainly stabs. Sorry. So we're just going to skip. We're just going to skip to Dressrosa. So Chopper's now in Monster Point, as he has his 30 minutes. As Chopper's just smiling, as he's looking right at Pika, as Pika then says, "Another big guy. Let's see what you got now." As he then tries to kill Chopper by slamming his fist on Chopper. As Chopper then swings his sword, as he then says, "Crescent Moon Barrage," as he then slices straight through Pika. But no, it's not that simple. All of Pika has been sliced into, all of the rock of Pika has been sliced into bits, as Pika's body has slice cuts all over it. As Chopper's looking at Pika, and then he then says, "That's what you get. Don't mess with me and do not call me a dog. A raccoon. I am a reindeer. When are y'all going to get that?" As flashback. As Luffy is about to get bodied by Doflamingo, Chopper blitzes right at Doflamingo as he says, "Reindeer's vengeance." As this attack is when people call him a reindeer. As he then just stabs Doflamingo right in his chest, as Doflamingo coughs out blood, and somehow Chopper's blade ignites and is barbed with some wind, which cuts Doflamingo's insides and slices all over his body. And yeah, Doflamingo's insides are burned, but somehow he patches all of them up. He somehow patches up all the cell. Some bull crap that Oda's pulling. But this is where we're going to be ending off to sort of like, comment, subscribe, share to all of your friends on your social media platforms. YouTube. We out. Peace.